Kuzan, better known by his former epithet Aokiji, is a former Marine admiral and the first one to be revealed. He was nominated by Sengoku for the position of Fleet Admiral. However, after losing the position to Sakazuki, he resigned from the Marines. He has currently affiliated himself with the Blackbeard Pirates for unknown reasons. He is a minor antagonist of the Long Ring Long Land arc, and along with the other Marines, he is one of the major antagonists of the Marineford arc. Kuzan is an incredibly tall, slim, yet muscular man. At 298 centimeters tall, he is just slightly shorter than the other two admirals pre-time skip. He has black curly hair cut to chin length that fans out at the tips, tanned skin, and an altogether lean, long build. As a child, Kuzan had a grimace on his face. He wore a dirty light blue shirt and a purple pair of shorts with white stripes. He carried an umbrella tied on his back, a bottle of alcohol and a backpack. Also, his hair was curlier compared to his current hairstyle. In his youth, Kuzan wore a white marine cap and a shirt. After the time skip, his attire bears similarities to what he wore in his 20s. He wears a blue bandana that covers most of his hair, leaving only the tips which fan out. He wears a white V-neck shirt with black trousers, as well as an open dark blue-green trench coat that extends past his knees. He also now wears black cowboy boots and travels with a knapsack carrying his belongings, along with his old pair of green round sunglasses. Like his rival Sakazuki, he also has grown facial hair, namely, a thin mustache and a beard. After his duel on Punk Hazard, Kuzan received several burn scars spanning from the right side of his neck down to his entire right shoulder and onto his torso. His right hand is also heavily scarred and he lost part of his left leg, for which he now wears a prosthesis made of ice formed by his devil fruit ability. Personality: Kuzan is a very laid-back man, showing no shock or surprise from almost anything. His lack of interest and lazy justice often leads others to believe he cannot possibly be a Marine of such a high ranking, which leads them to underestimate him, making him all the more dangerous. It is unknown whether this is a facade or if he is genuinely lazy. However, if he deems a situation worthy, he will take action, as shown when he created a passage to another island for Tonjit at Long Ring Long Land. Devil Fruit: Kuzan has the powers of the Hiei no Mie, a Logia-type devil fruit that allows him to control, create, and become ice. He can create enough ice to cover a giant, a sea king, or several square miles of ocean within mere moments. He was even able to freeze the tsunamis created by Whitebeard, despite their size surpassing that of Marineford. In battle, he uses his ice powers to disable and immobilize enemies, freezing their bodies solid just by touching them, and threatening to shatter their fragile forms. Like other Logia users, he is capable of breaking himself into his particular element to avoid damage from most physical attacks. Kuzan also has extreme amounts of resistance towards cold, due to his devil fruit's element. This fruit is so powerful that his usage of it during his 10-day battle with Akainu permanently changed the weather on one side of Punk Hazard, turning that side into a frozen wasteland. In addition, Kuzan is one of the few devil fruit users who has adapted their powers to travel efficiently across the sea. In his case, he freezes the water underneath his bicycle, Aochari, and then rides across the sea, due to the water freezing as the wheels pass over it. 34. This freezing ability, which can be used on a very large scale, renders Kuzan one of the few devil fruit users who can actually counteract the weakness of falling into a large body of water and drowning, as he can just freeze the water and stand on the ice. Kuzan also seems to possess some limited resistance to sea water without freezing it, as shown when he inserted a portion of his real body into the sea without any adverse effects. Haki: it was stated that all Vice Admirals possess Haki, so with a rank above Vice Admiral, Kuzan can also use the ability. Busashoku Haki: during the Battle of Marineford, Kuzan was seen using an advanced level Busashoku Haki to negate Whitebeard's attempt to destroy the execution platform, by creating, with his fellow admirals, a shield combination of their 3 Haki. Kenbunshoku Haki: Kuzan possesses the ability to use Kenbunshoku Haki. Weapons: Kuzan is shown to be quite adept at using weapons formed out of his ice powers, such as swords, spears, and tridents. Despite not really wanting the position of Fleet Admiral, he was even more opposed to Sakazuki getting the position due to the latter's immense ruthlessness, and dueled his fellow admiral rather than letting him take it. After being defeated, Kuzan chose to resign from the Marines rather than stay under Akainu's command. Aokiji, during the Whitebeard War at Marineford, grudgingly shredded his usual lax and friendly nature, for a more ruthless and aggressive personality, repeatedly targeting Whitebeard himself with his Hiei no Mi, managing to severely injure Diamond Jozu and generally hampering any attempts at rescue or escape for the invading pirate fleets. Having left the Marines and realizing just how truly corrupt the world government and the Marines had become after the timeskip, it becomes clear that Kuzan seems to be only looking after his friends, as illustrated by his rescue of Smoker from Doflamingo's fury on Punk Hazard. Abilities and powers. When he was a Marine Admiral, Kuzan was able to command a vast number of Marine troops under his rank, and had the authority, prestige, influence to revoke any Shichibukai's title at any time. Most of all, he had the ability to order a buster call attack on any island that he deems a threat. In fact, his overall abilities were so vast that Sengoku personally suggested to World Government Commander-in-Chief Kong that Kuzan should become the succeeding Fleet Admiral. However, after leaving the Marines, he has forfeited these privileges. He is also a skilled navigator, being able to travel the Grand Line with a bike, and after the timeskip traveling the New World with a penguin named Camel. Along with this, he is very powerful, as being an admiral grants him the title of the strongest individual fighter within the world government and Marines, and is able to fight against notably powerful figures such as Diamond Jozu, the 3rd Division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates, defeating him with relative ease even though Jozu was distracted during the fight, and could even fight Whitebeard himself equally. He was able to easily overpower Luffy and the other Straw Hat pirates single-handedly. 30. He also appears to have great speed and stealth attributes, being able to appear behind a Shichibukai, Don Quixote Doflamingo, without the latter noticing until he made his presence known. Furthermore, he was able to battle against his colleague Sakazuki on equal standing, and they dealt each other severe injuries during their 10-day duel to the death before Kuzan ultimately was defeated, thus demonstrating enhanced endurance. Kuzan was considered to be a massive asset to the Marines, and his departure left a negative impact to their military strength. This was confirmed by the 5 elders calling him an enormous power, while discussing his affiliation with the Blackbeard Pirates, to the point of being visibly distraught while doing so. Aside from that and his devil fruit powers, Kuzan's physical prowess are also extremely high, as he is able to repel simultaneous attacks from Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji without taking any damage, and took a Haki-imbued kick from Marco and was seen with no injuries moments later. Kuzan even took a Haki-imbued hit from a diamond-clad Jozu while only receiving a minor cut on his lip.
Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.